So tonight I'm gonna be making a story time about the very first night, only night as well, that I've ever had sleep paralysis. Scary as shit. And a couple of stories of my paranormal experiences. I don't have any video proof or picture proof of it. It's just kind of things I've heard throughout my house over the past couple of years. And still to this day, I'll still hear it, but let's get into it. So, a couple months ago, when me and my person, we'll just call him that, were sleeping in my parents' garage, there was a night where he was passed out and I was almost asleep, but somehow, some way, out of the fucking blue, I was just completely dead frozen, towards my dad's GMC that he has in the garage. And I was just kind of facing it, and I sleep on my side, so I'm facing this way, and his car's right here. So I'm looking that way, and the person I'm in the garage with has his back towards me, so I can't grab him or anything, because with sleep paralysis, you're fucking frozen. And I could not move. All I could do was just kind of stare off in his face in a way. And, I had to sneeze. And just kind of look at this thing that I was seeing. And, oh my god, I wanted to die. Holy shit, I wanted to fucking die. So basically, what I saw was, at first it was my fiance, and then there's no issue there. I love him dearly, and he's the most fucking handsomest thing to stare at in my entire life that I've just ever seen. He's a beautiful soul. I love him dearly. But anyways, that's beside the point. But I was seeing my fiance, and his face started to turn into something it's not. And that's fucking terrifying to see. To see someone who you love dearly just have his complete and total face deform and not even be able to do anything about it, and you just kind of have to stop and stare and just kind of be stuck looking at it and can't even scream, can't even cry, can't make any type of sound at all. That's horrifying. And I hope to God I never have to go through that, because it was in my face. I was petrified. I can honestly say at that point in time of my life, I literally thought I was going to die in my own sleep. Because at one point, I was completely asleep, just, being perfectly fine. Then the next second, my eyes are just wide open, and I can see my dad's, car tire, but then all I see is this thing that's just a fucking monster from the depths of purgatory, not even hell, straight fucking purgatory. And it's just staring at me, and its fucking mouth is wide open, and it looks like it's about to devour my soul, and I'm like, oh fucking shit, bitch, I's about to die right now. Straight the fuck up, I'm about to die. And I can honestly say, at that point in time, I thought I was about to be a goner, straight up, not even joking at all. And I just remember laying there, which felt like forever, and I could not move. I was trying to. I could feel a scream, stuck right in this area of my throat. I just felt it there, and I wanted to vomit. I wanted to just puke my ever-living guts out. I was so terrified. And I remember just waking up, I guess you could say, and just getting kind of back into reality and realizing, oh my god, that thing isn't there. But another thing, before I get on to that part of getting out of it, I remember seeing it, and it was going after my mother, who was sick with Alzheimer's for her 7th year. And seeing my fiance, who cares about my mom almost more than I do, going after someone who I love dearly, mind you, she adopted me when I was only 2.5, and she's taken care of me, and she's just loved me as her own since then. And just seeing what I thought was my fiance, but turned out to just be a monster from fucking hell, and just seeing that going after the woman who I love and consider a mother to me was absolutely just horrifying. And I hope to God I never, ever, ever have to see that again. Because I remember trying to scream and get my mom to get away from there because I thought it was real. I thought it was actually happening because it looked so real. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, my mom okay? Am I okay? Like, what's going on? And there was nothing I could do, and that was really scary to me, and I did not like that at all. But, yeah, I remember fucking, after seeing that for, I don't even know how long, I just remember waking up and looking all around me like, oh my god, what was that? But still being too scared to move. Like, I was moving my eyes and everything, like, not really my head as much, but I was moving my eyes, and I was just in bed, like what's going on? I'm just freaking out on the inside, like, holy shit, like, I need my fiance right now, but I don't want to wake him up. Spoiler alert, that's who was in bed with me, it was my fiance. But, yeah, like, oh god, that was scary as shit. And, like, I've just, ever since that one night, I've always been terrified as fuck it's gonna happen again. And so far it hasn't, but I keep feeling like it's gonna happen soon, and it's just gonna be that thing where I can't stop it, I don't have any control over it. But luckily, so far it hasn't happened again. I'm praying to great Lord Satan that it doesn't happen again. And no, me worshipping Satan has nothing to do with that shit either, so don't even think that. Like, no, bitch, no. Anyways, but back to the paranormal stuff. Ever since I was little, I don't really know what age I've been seeing it, but I just remember it started off when I was really, really, really young. I'd always see things, and I'd always hear things, and I just always felt like, oh, hold up. I always felt like there was something or someone watching me always. It never felt like a good presence. It always felt like a bad presence, always, no matter what. I remember even feeling it when I went to a school called All Saints, and that's a Catholic church, and Catholic school, and also a church that was connected to the school. And I just remember always feeling bad spirits, or whatever you want to call them. Ghosts, whatever, paranormal activity shit. Had a burp, sorry. But, yeah, I just remember always feeling them, and, like, always feeling there was someone watching me, and that's a really uncomfortable thing to feel when you're really young. Even now, as a 21-year-old, that's really uncomfortable for me to feel, because I've always had just a fear of that paranormal stuff. I always have, always will. It's never gonna go away, no matter what I do. And I just remember being little and, like, staying up kind of late, like, past my bedtime, because, I'm so cool like that. I remember just fucking looking out my window to, like, my garage, and I saw something, but I wasn't sure really what it was. Like, I thought it was just, like, boogeyman or whatever. And looking back on it now today, like, it makes me kind of question what I was seeing, because I can't really put it into words what I was seeing. I just know I was seeing something that was not right, and thank God I haven't seen that thing again. Or like this one time when I was I think I was at outdoor school, and you go to outdoor school at like 6th grade, I think, and I just remember going there, and we were like out in the field, and out of fucking nowhere, like, everything was perfectly fine, like, I was happy as shit, like, nothing was bothering me whatsoever, And then out of nowhere, I just had like the urge to look up and sorry, there was a notification on my phone. But I just had this urge to look up into like the sky area, like towards the trees and everything. So I did. And I see at least 10 different figures in the tree area, sky area, whatever you want to call it. And oh my dear God, I started fucking bawling my eyes out in front of my entire class. And they're like, oh my God, Brig, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know, but I'm seeing something. I don't know what the fuck it is. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not cussing because I'm at school, but not really at school, but still, I'm not cussing when I'm like in 6th fucking grade. But I'm just like, dude, I don't know what I'm seeing, but it's scaring the shit out of me. Like, I want to go home. Like, this is terrifying, the ever living shit out of my little 6th grade year old ass. There we go. And fucking, they're like trying to calm me down, and nothing was helping because all I could see were those like several figures' faces in my head because their faces were basically just completely melted off and clawed off, and I could like see their just bones, and I could see like the muscle in their fucking faces and everything, and just they looked like skeletons but not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they looked kind of like skeletons but with like muscle still, but bloody and gory and just kind of horror movie-ish, kind of like zombies but not, because zombies are kind of cool looking sometimes, not always. But yeah, that was that paranormal experience kind of thing. I'm not really sure if that was paranormal, but I'm pretty certain it was. Like, there's no way else to experience that at all. Well, explain that, I mean, not experience that. What the fuck? But in my house, that's like kind of another thing. I hear voices a lot. I'm not schizophrenic. No offense to anybody that is schizophrenic, because that's not a fun thing. Not that I would know, but I'm assuming it's not a fun thing to deal with. And I support you guys. No matter what you guys go through, I support you if you have schizophrenia. Or any type of mental disorder. I support you. Fully. Anyways, back on the topic. Yeah, like, I'll just be in my house. It's usually during the night that I hear it. Sometimes during the day, but not as much. But I'll just be hearing shit, like, nothing really comprehensible at all. But I always, no matter what time of day it is, I could not even be at home with anybody. I'll just be home by myself. And I'll just start hearing footsteps throughout my house. And I always hear it, no matter what. Like, it's trippy as shit. I always think there's someone breaking into my house, but I know there's not, because otherwise there'd be a lot louder sounds, and there never is. It's just footsteps. And, oh, Jesus Christ, boy. I don't like it. I can't wait to get out of here. Since I've been hearing that since I was little as fuck. Like, what? I mean, so far they've never, like, harmed me in any type of way, at least not that I know of. I mean, they could have, but I haven't felt anything weird or off or anything like that. It was just mainly the footsteps, and sometimes hearing them, like, say names. Sometimes I'll hear them say my name because I'll be asleep. Well, I won't be asleep, but, like, my parents will be asleep or something, and I'll just hear the name Brie, and I'm like, what, bitch? And no, I'm not making this up either. If you think that I swear to fucking my past foster mother's life, I'm not making this up. I don't have a reason to. I would not make up this shit. I wish it was made up. Yeah, and fucking just mainly hearing footsteps through my house when it's late at night and when my parents are asleep. And I'll even ask my dad, I'll be like, did you hear that? And I'll be like, no, I didn't hear that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, or like, recently, my dad, he was making something, and, oh wait, no, he wasn't making something, sorry, I take that back. That was a lie. Um, he was putting something away. He was like putting the dishes away or whatever, and like trying to put away chicken because he was cooking chicken earlier. I think something like that. I don't remember really, honestly. Um, and he had a lid, and I mean it's nothing spooky, so don't get your hopes up. But he had a lid, and like he was trying to look for it. Well, he wasn't trying to look for it. He was looking for it, and we couldn't find it. So then I was upstairs with my mom and my dog, and he was like, "Hey, Bree, did you see this lid I had?" And I'm like, no, I haven't seen it. Like, I didn't even know you were looking for a lid. Like, the fuck." Um, and he was like, "Okay, well, can you just go look for it downstairs? Because I think I might have taken it downstairs with me or something when I was, like, making mom's schedule up." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll look for it. Like, sure, whatever. I don't mind." Um, and I was looking for it. I didn't find it. He hasn't found it yet, I don't think. I haven't asked him recently. But it's just kind of like, who loses a lid to, like, a fucking Tupperware? Like, honestly. Like, I know he's stressed out, but he usually never loses that shit. So it's like, the fuck? Who else could that be? Because my mom, again, is sick with Alzheimer's for her 7th year. I sure as fuck didn't touch it. I was down here all day in my, like, little makeshift bed thing right here. And too busy to really give a rat's ass about finding a lid. So it's like, what? But, I mean, that's one other thing that's kind of like paranormal, because shit goes missing all the time. Like, I'll be looking for stuff and I can't find it. And then, because I'll remember exactly, like, literally, I'll remember exactly where I put it, and I will not fucking touch it. Like, I will not touch it ever. And then I find it in a different spot. And I'm like, the fuck? How did you get there? Because I sure as fuck did not just touch you to move you there. So it's like, what you doing, boy? What you fucking doing? Like, you can get out my house. You can most definitely get out of my bedroom, too, because I don't want nothing in my motherfucking bedroom, ever. I don't give a fuck who you are. Okay, well, if you're my kids or my fiance, you can be in my room, but otherwise, get the fuck out my room, bitch. But, yeah, so that's really, honestly, all I have for paranormal stuff. Like, nothing really intense has happened. It's not like I've ever been, clawed or anything like that by a fucking demon or anything like that, whatever. That was my only experience with sleep paralysis. But if anything happens, and if you guys like this video, let me know, and I'll tell you more if I see or hear anything different. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can find it down below. Thanks. Bye.